97Display is a website and internet marketing company. And Tim's going to be joining me here in just a second. I've got the phone, hoping he's off and on in a moment here. But 97Display, we invited them on because they're a partner of ours that provides internet marketing and website services to martial arts and fitness businesses. We love recommending their solutions to our customers. They really handle all of the marketing challenges that you may face. Hey, Tim, you're back.
Hey, all right. Sounds good. Looks like we don't have a bad delay either.
No, sorry about that. That must have been on my side. But we are back and we're ready to roll. All right.
Cool.
And I know you had gone into the first question, so I'm going to ask you to repeat yourself. I hope that's okay.
Well, that's fine. Yeah.
But so the first question is, how did you get into internet marketing, either yourself or 97Display, the whole backstory, if you will?
Okay, cool. Yeah, wow, how did I get into internet marketing? Okay, so I think really what it comes down to is what is the end goal of internet marketing, right? So what's the purpose of internet marketing? And you know, for me, it's helping empower quality service providers, fitness service providers, to impact their communities better. So if you offer a quality service like to your community, which, by the way, anyone watching this video, whether or not you're watching a replay or you're watching it live and you own a fitness or martial arts business, why don't you say hi, drop a comment, and why don't you drop the name of your business? And then brag a little bit about yourself or something. So I'd love to get to know you there. So what internet marketing is if you offer a valuable service to your community, does your community know about that service, right? And really it's just helping perception, because in 2019, people's perception of your brand is formed via your online presence. And so even if you are the best instructor in your city, if your website, if your social media, if your online presence isn't the best, then the perception of your brand is that you're not the best, even if you factually are, even if you have the best talent. And so I just, what I do is I help fix that perception. And so, how did I originally get into internet marketing? To be honest with you, is a little bit of fun right in the beginning, but it was kind of like, the right place at the right time in terms of our first couple clients were some big martial arts schools. And this is how we decided to just choose the industry and how we decided to help it. And I'll never forget, I was at this trade show in DC area, and I was with this really, really popular school owner, in 6 locations in the DC area. And everyone was going up, wanting to get pictures with him, do all this kind of cool stuff. But he told me, outside of that, he's like, I'm popular at these events, but in my hometown, no one understands just how great we are, right? No one knows about me. The people that do their research know about me, but a lot of people aren't doing research anymore. They're just Googling and then just making a value assumption based off the look of the website. So, for me, helping that guy impact his community better is really powerful.
Yeah.
And that's a big deal for us.
Yeah, that's great. We certainly feel that way at Member Solutions as well, and that's why it's so great to have connections with you guys at 97Display, knowing you feel the exact same way. And you kind of touched on how you became so focused on martial arts and fitness. Could you go into that a little bit more, maybe what that was like? And
yeah, so it's kind of like, Member Solutions, you guys know, you guys know the industry, right? So let's just say you have to do a bunch of research to figure out something for a particular one of your clients, like martial arts clients. And then you pick up another martial arts client. You hypothetically don't have to redo all that research because you know the lingo, you know it. And especially in software, if you're custom building something out for a particular business model, being able to use that information across a number of clients helps drive down costs. It helps with overall product scalability. So for us, how we got into that industry was just a couple of strategic partnerships in the beginning of the brand's, in the very beginning, and then using our data, for more than one customer. So I'm able to track, how to, when we pick up a new customer, it's not like my best guess as to how to make it work for that client. Like, we have the data and we know, and here's the proven solution, which saves them a lot of money, versus another company that would do the same kind of work, but we need to do it all custom for them. That's a lot of labor. So we're able to save them a lot of money by being
That's
efficient.
a really good point, and another one that I can certainly relate to at Member Solutions, because our certainly software, which you mentioned, our billing solution is the same way. We understand how that business works and how their clients operate. Oh my gosh, it's amazing what we're able to accomplish together. So that's really exciting to hear that from you as well.
Yeah. And really, ultimately, it's helping serve your customers better by dialing into their specific needs.
For sure, without a doubt, all about making those connections, which I love. So I think maybe hidden in here somewhere of what you've just said is the answer to question number 3, which is, what's the most rewarding part of your job?
There's a lady out in Oregon, has a great Krav Maga studio. And I recently was talking with her about how she kept the same schedule, she kept the same hours, she had the same instructors, she had the same everything. But she got on board with 97Display, and what happened was that her brand perception changed. Like, people began assuming that she was of higher quality. People began assuming that she was even more professional. People began understanding her true value. And as a result, she grew. She doubled in size in 3 months. It was like a big challenge for her because we needed to hire more staff, expand square footage, et cetera. For me, it is highly valuable, and it is very meaningful for me when I can kind of live vicariously through our clients like that. Like, she is offering a service. Like think about the people that are enrolling in those Krav Maga classes. Their lives are being changed. They're learning how to go home safe. You never will know the impact. As a company, we're approaching the 1 million lead mark. We're really excited about that. But since we started as a company, 1 million leads. We're probably going to hit it this year. We're pumped. Okay. But 1 million leads across all our customers. That is 1 million people, literally 1 million people that we are now getting into martial arts and fitness, right?
That's incredible.
And those are lives that are going to change. And, I always say, the people that sign up with 97Display, we really love working with quality business owners. So for me, the best part of my job is watching school owners better impact their community, and then helping to empower these people that have a talent that I don't know how to teach classes. I know how to make websites. I know how to do Facebook ads, right?
Right. Yeah, no.
And there's just something really empowering about that, and I can get behind that mission.
Yeah, I agree. I love hearing the same stories. We love seeing clients and maybe mutual clients, people who are both a 97Display client and a Member Solutions client, post things about their students. It is just the most heartwarming. Those are like the best days when you find one of those on Facebook, and you're just like somewhere in the background, far in the distance. We're a small, minuscule part of that, and I think that's great. So you mentioned the one school owner. I'm curious, is that, that we hear some great success stories. Is that maybe one of your favorites, or do you have a favorite success story that you particularly like to share to try and inspire people?
Well, a lot of it is a favorite success story. Geez, what is
I know, this is a lot of pressure.
There's a particular guy down in Florida, and I'll tell you his story. So when I talk with people that are thinking about signing up for a website, I say literally a website and your internet presence is the only way that in 2019 you can make an impact on your community. And a lot of people have been doing this for 15 years. Like they don't know if they believe that, right? They don't know if they do. And I'm trying to convince them in 2019, the ways that consumers are behaving is that when they are choosing their service provider, they are looking on their website and making a value perception. So the only way that your community can truly understand your worth and how good you are, right, is by investing into your internet marketing. And I had a guy, hey, all right, he believed me. All right, and then he goes to build the website, right? And we build the website, and we send him the website, and he said, oh, man, I want to make these changes. And so he's calling up with my support because we offer, direct line phone support and really best support ever. And he's talking to me. He's like, man, I just don't know what I think about this. I just don't know. And he had some personal design ideas that he was like, no, I really want these things. So I said, okay, trust the system, trust the data we have, trust us, right? And he's like, so he's begrudgingly, he's like, all right, that's fine. Because a lot of people have their different ideas. Man, we turn on that website. I have a video testimonial ad I can share. Maybe I'll drop it in the comments. And he said, man, I struggled. This is on video, Rico Steele, right? RS Martial Arts. And he was like, man, I launched the website and you were right. There was already people coming to my website, but they weren't understanding my worth, and then they therefore were not becoming leads. Yep. And so just changing the aesthetic nature of his website, understanding which pages to build where, understanding what content to write, understanding the words to use. It's kind of like, okay, so Rico was at the point in his career of teaching martial arts classes where he was like, every lead that comes in, and we do a trial. And I know a lot of you guys that own your businesses, people are popping on, so hi, if you're joining late, drop the name of your school. If you own a school or you own a gym, if you own that, drop it in the comment section so we can get to know you. But a lot of you guys might feel at the point where look, people that don't sign up with you are missing out, right? It's kind of like, I say it's like a street preacher. You're sharing the good news of how you can literally change their lives, but they have these mental blocks in their minds that's preventing them from taking action. Maybe they're thinking, oh, it won't work for them, or maybe they're thinking they can't afford it, or maybe they're thinking a variety of things. Well, that's the situation that Rico Steele had with his website. There's a lot of people that wanted his services and need his services, but the way that the website was speaking to them wasn't helping them overcome those mental objections. Mm-hmm. So the mental objection of being like, are you a quality instructor? Or does your community like you or not? Are you, smart? Would I enjoy coming to this place? That's what's going through their minds. And so we switched the website to this new piece of technology, right? And all of a sudden, boom, those people now have those objections solved. And now they're becoming leads. And so for Rico, he was like, not only did I get more leads than I ever had, I had the best couple months of my history, right? But on top of that, there are people who would have never otherwise stepped into my school, but they are. And yes, I know it seems crazy, but a website is, in 2019, the only way for your community to understand your true value. And because everyone's not going to walk into your front door. Everyone's just not going to do that. But they will look at your website, right? And you know how people are today. These days we're like, oh, look at our website. It doesn't load fast enough. Back away. We're so impatient, and so helping, and school owners can't keep up with that,
I job on its own. And they're trying to
and I know firsthand, so this is interesting too. I don't know how many people know this, but I just bought a school. I bought a martial arts school. I said, look, it's a true story. I don't even know if you know this, Miranda. So I said, look,
that's amazing.
I jumped off the deep end. So I was like, there's a local school that I work with, real close, really cool. We ended up buying it for fun, right? And man, it takes a lot of time to run a school.
Oh my God.
It takes a lot of time. And I have great staff and great partners and stuff. I'm not doing it all solo, but man, it takes a lot of time to run a school. And thank goodness I'm using all of, the features at my disposal to do that, so
yeah.
So we're kind of figuring out what to do, but yeah, I understand just how much time it really takes to run your staff, to run your classes, to do everything that is with running a small business, and you don't have time to go and do all the website stuff, and the same thing with billing, and the same thing with your software.
Absolutely.
It's a big chunk.
Yeah.
So.
And, there are always going to be things that you like to do more than others. And some of those things that you don't like to do, you just need to outsource so that you can do the things you enjoy and the things that you do well and do more of those. You know, to help more people connect with your community more often and really, you know, focus on those things that made you passionate about getting into martial arts or fitness in the first place. That's
Yeah.
so important. But congrats on owning a school. If anyone has advice for Tim as well, this will be an idea exchange possibly.
Yeah, once it just happened a couple months ago, but hey, once the dust settles, I got to call you about, you know, getting some help on the software side of things, right? And
Yeah,
the
we'd be happy
management.
to. So I've got one more question here that I want to make sure we get to because I wanted to also give people a piece of advice to walk away with. So I know this is watering down things so much, but because there are so many facets of what you do at 97 Display and of internet marketing and even just a website. So, but if you had to choose one piece of advice to give people today, maybe something that gets overlooked or that is just so critical that if you're not doing this, you need to start it like yesterday. Is there something that you can give people today to walk away with?
Yeah. Looking at the data for this year, like, so, you know, we run a bunch of websites. So we're doing like over 500,000 unique visitors every month. Like, it's crazy. So I look at the data and, you know, your reviews page on your website is like the most valuable page, right? For 2019. So user behaviors want to know, what does the community say about you? What does your community say? They want to know that. So you need to have a reviews page. And the other cool thing is once you make a reviews page and people start searching your name / reviews, oh man, you're gonna get so many leads from that. My school's website, which is the 97 Display website, about 35% of all of our leads come from the reviews page. That's 2019 for you. People want to know, what is the reviews page thing? So look at your website. Do you have a reviews page? And it needs to be called reviews specifically. Number two, what is the contents of that page, right? I've got some really cool ideas of how to make that page awesome. You know, we can connect about that, but make sure the contents of those pages indicative to like social media reviews or something like that. And then ask for the lead. Like, you know, one of the quickest way to not get people to become leads is by not asking them to become a lead. So make sure you got a reviews page, incorporate social media reviews into that page, and then ask for them to become a lead. That would be my big takeaway. And the biggest area of improvement, that's the easiest, lowest hanging fruit, you know, for so many schools out there.
Great. That's perfect. And I definitely, like I said, this is one piece of advice out of probably, you know, 200 or more tips that you could have given us today on the spot alone. So if you want to get in touch with 97 Display and learn more, definitely check out you guys' website, 97display.com. Anything else you want to tell people about getting in touch with you?
I'm just saying, like, it's all about sparking the ideas, right? Idea.
Oh my gosh, we need one of those.
And then hopefully individuals watching this video, right? They know it turns the light bulb on, and they understand, okay, I've been spinning my wheels for so long that maybe the lowest hanging fruit for me to best impact my community is when they Google what is their value perception. When they come to my website, what do they think? I always tell people, look, I understand you look at your website all the time, right? And it's kind of like one of those things you look, and it just you get used to it. So I say, go talk to your kids, talk to your parents, like talk to someone outside your business, tell them, look at your website and tell them what you think, right? And that's why I say in 2019, the only way to have a proper perception of your community is through an evolving website solution. And so you need to invest into your business like that. Otherwise, you run the risk of allowing members of your community who would otherwise be a student of yours miss out on that opportunity because their mental objections have not been answered when visiting your online profile, you know, and that's sad. So I always tell people, like, help your community understand your value and invest into your online presence. So Miranda, always a pleasure to work with Member Solutions and with you. Thanks so much for the invitation to go live with you.
I hope that everyone has learned more about Tim and 97 Display. Again, if you want to check out their website, 97display.com. And I'll just mention one other way to learn about 97Display, because we are partners. If you're a Member Solutions client or you're thinking of becoming one, we offer free business consultations. So if you go over to our website at membersolutions.com, you can request a free business consultation. And what that looks like, we hook you up with an expert and you talk about your business and the challenges you're facing and the goals that you have. And, we in particular, we do software to manage your members, events, and billing. But if you come to us and you say you are looking for a marketing solution or a website solution, we're going to get you in touch with 97Display. So whatever it is that you're experiencing or whatever goals that you have, we're going to set you up with a solution for that. And that might mean you're talking to Tim's team, who is awesome. He mentioned his support earlier. Their team is fantastic. Every single person I have met from your team, Tim, I just think is an incredible human being and will by all means go out of their way to help the clients you serve, which I think is just cool.
That's super. Thank you so much for the compliment. Yeah, thanks.
All right. Well, I hope everybody learned something here today, and we hope to hear from all of you soon. Thanks again, Tim.
Cool. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.